Balak, Bamidbar, Numbers 22:2 to 25:9. The Haftarah, Mikhah, Micah 5:6-7 in the Christian Bible to 6:8. Brit Hadashah, New Testament, 2nd Kefa, Peter 2:1 to 22, and Revelation 2:14 to 15. Vayira Balak ben Tzippor, et kol asher asa Isra'el le'Emori. Now Balak the son of Tzippor saw all that Israel had done to the Emori. Introduction. Torah, Parshah Balak. This first line in the Parshah would lead one to think that the story is about Balak, but the real story is about Balaam, who has been described as a non-Israelite prophet, because the Holy Scriptures say this when Balak the king spoke with him. Balaam replied to Balak, "Here I've come to you, but I have no power of my own to say anything. The word that God puts in my mouth is what I will say." This conversation began due to a message sent by the king after seeing the strength of the people of Israel as they approached his land. Balaam was certainly not an Israelite, but was known in his land as a powerful prophet, and he was certainly used by Adonai to protect the Israelite nation as they approached his kingdom. Holy Scriptures say, "He sent messengers to Balaam, the son of Beor, at Petor, by the Euphrates River, in his native land, to tell him, 'Listen, a people has come out of Egypt, spread over the land, and settled down next to me. Therefore, please come and curse this people for me, because they are stronger than I am. Maybe I will be able to strike them down and drive them out of the land. For I know that whomever you bless is in fact blessed, and whomever you curse is in fact cursed.'" Originally, Balaam was going to see the king in order to curse the Israelites, but he was confronted by Adonai and told not to do this. This is interesting because I think that up until this point, during the time in the wilderness, Adonai only spoke to Moses. Was Balaam drafted into service by Adonai, or was he a righteous man? This has been debated, and it may be important as to whether or not he was a true prophet. In the Holy Scriptures it says, "God came to Balaam and said, 'Who are these men with you?' Balaam said to God, 'Balak, the son of Tzippor, king of Moab, has sent me this message. The people who came out of Egypt have spread over the land. Now, come and curse them for me. Maybe I will be able to fight against them and drive them out.' God answered Balaam, 'You are not to go with them. You are not to curse the people, because they are blessed.'" Along with two princes sent by the king, Balaam decided to go to the king against the instructions of Adonai. He was stopped by his female donkey, who could see the angel of Adonai blocking his way. And there was this disagreement between them when the donkey was given the ability to speak after being beaten by Balaam. She said it was not right to beat her after so many years of service. But God's anger flared up because he went, and the angel of Adonai stationed himself on the path to bar his way. He was riding on his donkey, and his two servants were with him. The donkey saw the angel of Adonai standing on the road, drawn sword in hand. So the donkey turned off the road into the field, and Balaam had to beat the donkey to get it back on the road. Adonai opened Balaam's eyes to see the angel. Then Adonai opened Balaam's eyes so that he could see the angel of Adonai standing in the way with his drawn sword in his hand. And he bowed his head and fell upon his face. The angel of Adonai said to him, "Why did you hit your donkey 3 times like that? I have come out here to bar your way because you are rushing to oppose me." It was after this that Adonai spoke through Bilam to Balak. So it is difficult to say if Bilam was a prophet or just a tool of Adonai. This raises questions about free will and whether prophets are always righteous or sometimes unable to choose right from wrong. Multiple attempts by Bilam proved he could not curse the people of Israel, and he even blessed them with this: "Blessed be all who bless you. Cursed be all who curse you." There is a lot more to the story. I recommend you read the portion in Bamidbar 22:2 to 25:9. Haftarah, Mikhah 5, verse 6, 7 in the Christian Bible, to 6:8. Bilam answered the servants of Balak, "Even if Balak were to give me his palace filled with silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the word of Adonai my God to do anything great or small." In Micah, Numbers 22:18, Bilam referred to Adonai as my God, and Mikhah refers back to this in the Haftarah portion, saying, this is from Micah 6:8, "My people, just remember what Balak the king of Moab had planned, what Bilam the son of Beor answered him, and what happened between Shittim and Gilgal, so that you will understand the saving deeds of Adonai. Human being, you have already been told what good and what Adonai demands of you. No more than to act justly, love grace, and walk in purity with your God." That's Micah 6:5 and Micah 6:8, Complete Jewish Bible. Berit Hadashah, 2nd Kefa, Peter, chapter 2, 1 to 22, and Revelation 2, verses 14 and 15. It is important to note that when divine instructions are followed, there are positive consequences. These are not necessarily rewards nor punishments for disobedience, but rather the natural consequences of our actions, which can be better when we cooperate with our Heavenly Creator. Not only will He assist us, but by taking His advice, such as Torah, we can help ourselves to experience positive consequences. It says in 2nd Kefa, Peter, "And He did not spare the ancient world," the flood. "On the contrary, He preserved Noah, a herald of righteousness, with 7 others on the ark, and brought the flood upon a world of ungodly people." And in Revelations, we are reminded about the story of Balak and the culpability of Bilam, who tried to cooperate with Balak in his wicked request for curses and to stop the chosen people from passing through his land. In Revelations, it says, "You have some people who hold to the teaching of Bilam, who taught Balak to set a trap for the people of Israel, so they would eat food that had been sacrificed to idols and commit sexual sin." Bilam was used by Adonai, but he was not an Israelite nor a righteous man. At the very least, Bilam had intent, motive, and opportunity some of the time to commit the crime. I do not know how he will be judged. As far as prophets go, he was unlikely and most unusual. His donkey has a better chance for redemption. Conclusions. Balaam was reluctant and resistive to the will of Adonai. He tried to please Balak despite his behavior. He identified Adonai as my God. Adonai spoke through him. He blessed those who helped the Israelites and cursed those who cursed the Israelites. His only redeeming quality is to eventually listen to his wise donkey. Mikhah advised, after warning not to be like Balaam, you should act justly, love grace, and walk in purity with your God. Kefa, Peter, advised to be like Noah, who survived after a world of wickedness was destroyed. Do not be like Balaam and expect to be useful to Adonai. It is better to be like Balaam's donkey, stubbornly obedient to Adonai, or at least listen to the talking donkey. Be diligent to be just, love grace, and walk in the way of Adonai's instructions, as did Yeshua unto his death for us. Have a graceful week, and Shabbat Shalom to all.